Hi Aries, welcome to LettiSpeaks, and tonight we will be talking about the full moon in Capricorn, which comes to bring regeneration, renewal. It comes to push old things out of the way so new things can be invited in, right? This may be a time where we're looking back at the last 6 months, this first half of the year, just to kind of see what kind of progress we've made, just to reflect on some of the lessons we've learned. And so I want to dig in and find out what energies are coming in for you for this full moon, okay, Aries? Before we get started, one of the things that I like to do is cleanse the energy. I have a bell that I'm going to ring, and so I want to warn you, this could be a little bit high-pitched, and so you may want to turn the volume down, remove earbuds, or move the phone away from your ear. So with that warning, I'm going to go ahead and ring my bell. To cleanse the energies. And Spirit, what do we have for Aries here? If you are new, welcome. If you find my energy is resonating with you, feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you're returning, hey Aries. So let's go ahead and get started. What energies do we need to be aware of for Aries? For Aries. So I have grief, ghosts, and dominance. And so it feels like maybe this could be a challenging time. There could be thoughts of a loved one, maybe that is no longer with you, or a loss of some kind. Doesn't necessarily have to be a loved one. It could be a loss in general that is possibly going to be something that comes up during this full moon. If you did lose a loved one, like within the past 6 months, that might be something that comes up in your reflection or lessons that you've learned around the past 6 months. This could be that thing that Spirit is helping you to release, that energy so that you can move on to the next season of your life. This also may be a time for some of you to deal with certain shadow aspects that may be coming up during this time. I do sense like a level of resurgence when it comes to those things that we tend to just kind of not want to deal with, right? It could be energy that we just kind of shuffled to the side and said we'll get around to it later. That energy may represent the shadow aspects of who we are, Aries. That may be coming up for you to deal with as well. Those parts of ourselves that we just, it's a part of us, but not necessarily a celebrated part of us. It's a dark part of who we are that we're not necessarily all that, eager to shine light on. but that may be something that is coming out around this full moon. I also see some possible struggles around, possible power struggles. But let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot to see what comes out around these energies for Aries. Also, I feel like for you specifically, Aries, this full moon is going to bring up energies around how you view things like status, you know, your status, your accomplishments, and even, you know, the desire around, you know, looking at things like the type of legacy you desire to leave behind. Those type of things could be very much on your mind, and what type of things you've been able to do thus far to accomplish those things. Also, you may be looking at energies like whether or not you're still inspired with what it is that you're doing. You know, do you still get excited with the profession that you're in right now? Is it still challenging you? You know, energies around setting new boundaries and ushering in change might be relevant around this time as well. So for grief, I have the Devil, the Lovers, and the Three of Wands. And so that energy of grief, as I stated, doesn't necessarily have to be pertaining to a loved one. This could be just the energy of grieving something as you leave it behind, right? I feel like this could be in connection to a partnership, a relationship of some kind. It's talking about some type of connection that you have that may have been proven to not necessarily be good anymore. And so you could be actually looking to expand your horizons and look for something, you know, that's going to grow with you, right? If you're in connections that are very stagnant and possibly even, I'm hearing possessive, you know, you're looking for something probably that's going to allow you to grow, something that's going to be in that growing energy with you as well. And so that grief is around, you know, realizing that there may be a need to really move away from this, whatever this is that feels very controlling and restrictive and doesn't want you to actually expand, right? And so around these energies of bringing your shadows into the light, I have the Knight, or the King, excuse me, the King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I feel like this is definitely healing energy. This could be healing energy around not having to really associate yourself with your, or associate your worth with, you know, the fact of, you know, being able to demonstrate what you have or what you can do, not being outwardly valued, you know, or seeing yourself as only valuable as it pertains to what you can do or how much you can give or how much money you have, right? Or your talents and your skills, or how much in demand you are, right? And so those shadows that we were talking about, that energy that kind of hides in the background, I feel like Spirit could be bringing these kind of energies out. And that may be also that energy around status and accomplishments and, you know, the desire to leave legacy. Sometimes when that becomes overly important, there is a chance where we could lose sight of like other things that's important, like the fact that we're valuable no matter, you know, what we have to offer or how much money we make or how much we are acclaimed by others. You know, our value is not relegated to the responses that we get from others, right? And so that may in fact be one of the things that will be coming up. And so this could tap into the need to set new boundaries for yourself. Set new boundaries in the way of declaring things that you will no longer do. I'll no longer, you know, measure myself, measure my worth in relation to how other people see me or how other people value me, right? And I will stand out there and do that thing that I desire to do, no matter how people, you know, sometimes we can allow the fear of what people will say and what people will do to hold us back from doing what our heart is telling us to do, what we're led to do. And these new boundaries, this change coming in during this full moon may have something to do with that, releasing fears, old, outdated, you know, mindsets and values. I feel like for someone, there's something that you've been, you know, wanting to do, something that feels right to you in your heart, but there's something holding you back, almost like the not wanting to be judged or looked at or criticized, and so you haven't done it. Well, this new moon is going to bring up those shadow energies into the light so that they can be clearly seen and dealt with. Okay, Aries, let's see. And then with dominance, that's that energy of power. Either power being asserted over you or you asserting power over someone else. With the King of Cups and the Five of Wands. This almost feels like possibly taking advantage of someone emotionally. Someone that's not stable. And so this may be a time to really hone in on being balanced. Make sure that you are balanced and taking care of yourself emotionally and spiritually. Because whatever this is, whoever this is, it feels like someone who feels like they have a sense of dominance or power over someone else emotionally, right? Because that person could be a little bit unstable or a little bit scattered, right? And so it's taking advantage of someone in their weakness. Let me get more information on this. What is this Five of Wands here? Clarifying dominance. What is the Five of Wands here? Okay. What is the Five of Wands here? And so I got the 10 of Wands, which almost feels like someone pouring their burdens out on someone else, causing instability, causing very shaky, scattered energy. Someone possibly judging someone else. The 7 of Swords is very unreliable, untrustworthy energy, very sneaky energy. So this feels like manipulation. So there may be a need to really be careful. Aries, this month, there could be someone trying to assert dominance over you, trying to assert their power over you, trying to manipulate you, take advantage of your weakness. This could be through shaming you, judging you, piling things on you to make you feel a certain way, not sure of yourself. And I do see a King of Cups energy here. What is this King of Cups? Why is the King of Cups here, Spirit? So we have an Ace of Pentacles and an 8 of Wands. And so this could be something concerning work. This could be the need to move, right? To a different workspace. If this is something happening at work where you're being kind of bullied by a boss, by someone who has like a level of authority over you, right? This could be, yeah, it could be that. That makes sense, that piling on, possibly work, piling on more work, or judging the work that you do, causing you to feel very scattered. This could be a water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And so let's get some advice from our oracle cards. And so any advice for Taurus with this energy that's coming in during the full moon in Capricorn? Any advice for Aries? I hope I said Aries. Did I say Taurus? Any advice for Aries during this full moon in Capricorn? All right. Sacred Union. The Camel Boy. The Word Lord. I feel like Spirit is saying one more. One more for Aries. And Resting Tree. Okay. So this full moon is definitely dealing with partnerships. That could be romance. It doesn't have to be. It could be around business. It does feel romantic, but it could definitely be a partnership as well. This is definitely a time where you could be starting something new, or you could feel like you're in over your head. If that is the case with any of these energies that came out, or maybe even taking it a step further, it just tapped the tip of the iceberg of what you're feeling, you're going through, or will go through. Don't be afraid to ask for help. right? Especially with things that you may not feel familiar with or equipped to handle alone. I feel like Spirit is letting you know that all you have to do is call out for help and ask. And if it is something new that you're just kind of getting your feet wet with, right? Not everything is not going to happen overnight, right? Some of this will be resolved step by step, and your job is to be led, through each piece of instruction, right? Step by step. It takes time sometimes to get ourselves into situations, and it takes time to get out of them too. And so allow yourself patience with the resting tree. Patience. It also may be calling you to get still. That may help as well. For those of you that pray, for those of you that meditate, that's a way to be inspired and to be strengthened through trials. So Spirit may be calling you to do that. Lastly, communication is coming up. So there is a level of expectancy when it comes to communicating. Make sure that you are communicating honestly. Like, speak your truth and speak from your heart, right? And speak honestly, like speak your truth. I feel like communication will definitely be an energy that's important, especially with this last energy that came out. That could be an issue. This energy of possibly a boss or someone with higher authority than you trying to assert their power and make things difficult. This could be a time to not only ask for help, but also communicate what's going on. You may need to write down each incident where you feel like your boundaries were crossed or you were unfairly treated, right? Spirit could be having you actually write down all of these instances so that you can keep a record of that. And also speak your mind, speak your truth. Don't let anyone speak for you, right? That's why you were given a mouth. Open your mouth and speak up. If you feel like something's unfair, right, there's a way to say that. We can communicate with integrity, but speak your mind, okay? And so, and also tell somebody. If you're somebody and you're in a situation where someone is trying to force you to be quiet, no. Find a trusted person and tell them, okay? This is all about stepping out of the past. We're looking back at things, lessons that we've learned so that we can move forward and move forward with clarity too. And so these are the challenges, the different energies that I see coming towards you that may in fact resonate during this next full moon in Capricorn, which will be coming in on July 21st. And so that is for you, Aries. Overall, I feel like definitely reassessing the way that things are being seen, like the way that you show up and the way that you define your success and your accomplishments. I feel like there's definitely new boundaries. There's changes with the way that you operate and deal. Even with yourself is coming in. There's going to be a release of old ways of thinking and fears around doing a thing that you've been guided to do, and so it's definitely beautiful energy, beautiful challenges coming in. If we don't be challenged, if we can't be challenged, then we can't grow, right? And so I feel like Spirit is bringing in a level of challenge here. And with that, if we're able to allow that to come in and accept that and work with that constructively, then, the good things will definitely come out of it. And so that's for you, my Aries friends. Thank you for stopping by. Again, my name is Leticia, or Letty rather, short for Leticia. It's Letty. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you're new, make sure that you subscribe, hit the like, comment, and you can share as well if you feel led. If you do subscribe as a new viewer, make sure you hit the bell so that you're notified in case I post new videos or go live. And if you returned again, thank you. I appreciate you. So until next time, thank you, Aries, and let's do this. Keep it moving.